you're still in bed with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or like you still have your sort of children in your house. You're still going to work every day.
Mm.
You're, you know, you obviously Holly dying has impacted their lives. I'm not saying that it hasn't, and like obviously every relationship in the world is unique.
Yeah.
My relationship with you is unique. You and Ben's
Yeah.
relationship is unique, right? So only you two will know what that bond
Yeah.
is. So when that bond is gone, like it's only up to you to react how appropriately. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how you feel. So like what I did find is like it did catch me off guard. Like some of like Holly's friends who were like more affected than I thought they would be, because I was like, whoa, I didn't realize that was the
Yeah.
strength of your relationship. But like the other side of it is like you're still in the same house, you're still in the same job, you're still like with the same person. Like do you know what I mean? There's things in your life that haven't changed, like
Yeah.
in your day to day. I never stayed in that flat ever again. Like I never slept in that bed ever again. Like um, I was essentially like homeless for like 6 months. Like I was living with my parents, but my parents lived in Devon. All of my friends and support network was in London, so
Yeah.
I was just like I bought a big bag and just put all my clothes in it. In fact, I
Mm.
didn't even put most of my clothes in. They went into a storage unit, and I went and bought new clothes.
Yeah.
So it's like the every single like interaction in my life had changed. So then it felt really unfair when people were like, "What you need to do is like not do this." It's like, how do you know what I need to not do? Like, so I even know where I'm sleeping tonight.
Yeah.
Like my life was sorted before that. Like I knew exactly where I was sleeping. I knew who was going to be around. I knew what I was going to have for dinner. Like knew all this stuff. But
Mm.
like, so that was like really shocking for me. That was like one of the hardest things. Is like, so how are you more informed to make decisions about my life than me?
Yeah. Like people can't dictate your grief. Like
Yeah.
you know.
I had a question for both of you. So, what's your thoughts on like, well, let's say for example, your parents, like they probably left some belongings or in their room, or
Mm.
you walk past it every day, and it kind of reminds you
Mm.
Yeah.
of them. Would you say you get the same feeling as well?
With belonging, so yeah, like I have become like overly sentimental.
Yeah.
And it's like a bit of a sticking point. It's probably something I need to address. So like all of mine and Holly's belongings went into a storage unit it was in a storage unit for like 2.5 years. Then my parents moved house.
Mm.
They moved out of Devon, and it's gone from that storage unit into their garage of their new house, and in boxes underneath my bed. So like, and the other thing is like what we were talking about cars, right? Holly and I bought a car in 2017, and it just cost me way too much money to keep it going.
Yeah.
I haven't even turned it on since like May, and it's just like, oh, yeah.
Is it
You
even
have
still
to
gonna
jump
run?
start it. Yeah, I mean it's got an MOT probably just about, but like, yeah, I find it really hard to get rid of, and it's like I like looking out the window and seeing that car, and in the glove box is like Holly's yellow nail varnish. It's just still there, and this like gorilla glue that she bought to stick the wing mirror back on. It's like she was like the last person to touch them. Do you know what I mean? It's like that is like,
Yeah.
I
That's
know that it's not
sentimental.
healthy to like keep a car just to like store
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some nail varnish and some super glue in, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, belongings are hard because you know that that person is like yeah, like that's like
Yeah. I find it quite. I think I had some of my mom's belongings, but I quite like keeping things. Some of my things 'cause it's just like a reminder. Like that it has sentimental value now.
yeah.
So you just kind of like there was even like a this is actually her belonging, but there was I think wait, did I throw it away? I think there was a pair of trainers that she had bought me. Well, actually, I might have thrown it away. I don't know if I've thrown it away. But there's a pair of trainers that she bought me, like, and literally, I know I'm never gonna wear them again. But I just
Yeah,
like,
you can't bring yourself
yeah,
to
I just keep it there because I just know it's kind of what she bought me, so it's like
yeah.
that, yeah, like that sentimental value. But I don't know. I think, yeah, like with belongings. I mean, I think initially for the first few months of my mum's loss, I did have a difficult time like going through some of her things.
Oh, it's that's yeah. That's like I remember I went to the storage unit for the first time, so I didn't move. I did go back to our flat once, and it was to like pick out an outfit for Holly to be buried in, and that was just like the overwhelm of emotions. It's just you're like I'm 30 years old and I'm picking up like what is going on here, like what and I just completely broke down. And then I didn't look at any stuff for like 6 months or so until I moved to Devon and I went to a storage unit to like get some stuff out and just I felt like just smashing the whole storage unit up. Like I was just like the overwhelm of like emotions. And it's not because I was like so angry. It's just like you're so frustrated and you can't find anything and you're trying to look for things.
Yeah.
You're just like, ah.
Yeah, like it's hard, like man, and I think back to what I was saying, it's just about our grief is our grief, and they're gonna be times we have to make difficult decisions that's probably not gonna favor everyone, and that's different for you, that's different for me, that's different for you. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, as much as you want to tread carefully because with grief there are people involved, but essentially, yeah, you can't let people control your emotions and control how you live your life, man. But
Ben, do you have any belongings?
So I think probably in my mum's room, I've still got some like books that she used to read when she was really into like faith in God, and
Yeah.
then she was a gospel singer. So I just sometimes would go past it and then look at it and think, oh, that's what kind of reminds you.
Yeah.
Of my mum, and then obviously my dad as well. He was really into like suits and menswear.
Yeah.
So it's something I kind of channel with the clothes that I wear.
Oh, nice.
He was really into that stuff, even though he's a United supporter.
Even
Yeah.
It's got a good suit. It's got a good collection of football shirts then.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like you always appreciate the, like the sentimental things, the things that like when they were alive didn't really mean much.
It's
but obviously
hard
when they're
because
gone,
like none of this stuff really means that much
but it's sentimental
until you
value.
put the meaning.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
put that worth on it. You put that value. You put that sentiment on it. And it's like I recently just bought like a big jewelry box.
Yeah.
And because I just thought for exact things that we're talking about. Literally, I bought it last week. And just put like a load of Holly's jewelry in it because it's just in a box, inside a box, under my bed, like in a shoe box. And it's like, why am I holding on to this stuff?
Yeah.
For it just to be under the bed, in a box, inside a box, for it never to see the light of day. It's like, if I'm keeping it, I need to at least try and bring it into my like everyday life, so I can just like open up, like, oh look, there's those earrings, and like, of course there's loads of feelings and emotions attached to it, but like they're like nicer now. It's nicer to have those things. It's nice to see those things now than it was like that first year. You're like, I don't want to see anything. It's just like, oh, it's like
it's kind of a bit of growth, isn't it? Initially you weren't able to even bear to look at certain things. Now you're like, you just probably
kind of want it around.
You've seen it like probably numerous times in the whole day, let alone
You learn to appreciate it a bit more. The older you get.
Yeah. There's also like some clothes that I've got that like Holly picked out for me, and like I don't really want to wear them anymore, but like because I want to sort of keep them.
Yeah, just keep them. As,
I don't want to get holes in them or to like rip them or to like look all like tatty. So I was thinking I might get like like those air pack bags.
Oh, okay,
just like pack up the few that I really like.
Just have them.
Air seal them, and then just maybe just like once a year, just like wear them. So I get them out once and make a bit of a, don't know, make a thing out of it instead of it just being on a hanger for the rest of its days.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. Like, go hold on to their memory as long as we can. but yeah, I think this is it's been a good chat, and I know I mean, it was good that we had that conversation a couple of weeks ago. So, but so thanking I do
break the
appreciate
ice.
you
Yeah.
for coming on, man. I know it's still a big thing, you know. I'm sure
Oh,
you're
it's the
still dealing
first.
with
It's the first time I've really. It's the first time I've ever publicly said anything. Well, I've done one interview before on radio, but like it was sort of tied in with some music.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this is like long form.
Yeah, so no,
45
no,
minutes
appreciate
or
it, man. 'Cause I
whatever
know
it
it
is,
can't,
yeah.
it can't. Like I said, it can't be easy, but like, don't worry. We'll bleep out any.
Thanks.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. Like, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
It's like finally just on like.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
So you said what?
do you know, I should have clapped so I remember what point. But when we go for edit, I'll
Well,
listen out carefully. So
yeah,
don't,
and also, yeah, I think I say something before anyway.
yeah, no, it should be fine.
Yeah,
I'll definitely
yeah,
make
yeah,
sure to
Yeah.
I'll go through it like in very meticulous. So
Yeah.
don't worry, it's all good. But no, but thank you, man. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me on as
You know,
well.
it's been a
Thanks
pleasure, and
for-
thank Ruby. And you know, like I said, she, you know, when she initially reached out, like it was like we appreciate, and you know, and yeah, I'm sure for those listening and watching, well, I'm not sure if they know who Ruby is, but
So Ruby's my new girlfriend.
yeah, so
Yeah.
just for a bit, but I'm sure they might have gathered throughout
think
the
they
convo.
might
But yeah,
gathered it, yeah.
just in case you didn't know, you know, and yeah, so Jack, thank you, man.
Thanks for having me on,
Appreciate
guys.
it. And yeah, just anything you wanna just briefly like plug or tell listener viewers about.
So when's this coming out?
This is coming out next the first
The first of.
of December. Yeah.
Okay, I might not plug the project yet because I haven't announced it yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to announce it.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, actually, fuck it. Yeah, I've got a project coming up.
Wait, have you signed any NDAs or nothing?
No.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I'm looking out for you. I'm looking
I
out for you.
don't think so. I'm working. Do you know Suicide & Co, the charity?
Yeah.
I am
I've heard
working
them,
with them, but they're just. It's a. No, I'm sure I can say something.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a project coming up called 1311, which is a 5-track. It's like it's not really an album. It's like a mini album. It's an EP that details the last sort of 3.5 years of my life, from pretty much everything we've just talked about. And it features a bunch of rappers and singers, and there's also a song on there with Holly's voice talking.
Nice.
So yeah, that'll be out in first single in January, full project in February.
Nice. That's a good way to honor her. But yeah, thank you for everyone listening, listen and watching. As always, we appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are listening, please leave a review. Well, not please, but it'll be much appreciated if you can leave a review on an Apple podcast, a rating, just a few words. You know, just what you like about the podcast, even stuff you don't like. Well, I say stuff you don't like, but review should be positive, really. But yeah, but just leave a little review. You know, it goes a long way. As always, follow us on YouTube as well, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, and I keep forgetting Amazon Music. So yeah, it's much appreciated. I hope you guys took a lot of gems from this and just enjoyed the convo we've had with our guest Jack. And yeah.
Shout out to all the listeners, and shout out to the Sunday Times as well.
Yeah.
For that article a few months ago.
Yeah, appreciate that. So again, we're growing slowly, but you know, it's just about continuing having these conversations, keep going on with these safe spaces, and just having, you know, people share their stories, man. That's what we do it for, you know. So again, thanks again, you know, for
Thanks for having me on.
sharing your story.